The amount of pain that it is to handle my children taken away, my house taken away, my body destroyed, the physical nervous system coming back for subluxations, the daily hell physically is nothing compared to the emotional torture of no communication with my children, my daughter passing, and all the people involved with bank accounts in my name and misuse of the courts, blocking all communication, all attendance, all parts of all of my life with both Hannah and Gabriel, and currently Tristan. They're organizing it with judicial misuse by attacking my medical condition and then using the medical condition to extract funding, blocking me from getting my resources with the bank accounts they've made in my name. It's literally capturing a person since in a coma where my information was sold to these people operating in New Hampshire by my blood parents. They continue operating with judicial misuse, protecting the way that they're stealing using the banks. They're robbing the banks with pens instead of swords. But they'll kill their own children instead of tellers with pens instead of swords, is what my parents have shown. And the reason why they're able to do that is because the network in New Hampshire is tax funded to assist them in play innocent ignorance with the organized judicial misuse and fraud. It's endless funding, but people they capture with this fashion, they just have to prevent recovery, and the money never stops flowing. And in my case, they tried like hell to kill me. They're still attempting to make it so aggressive that I'll either die of exposure or go insane and act out and get locked up. The psychiatric terrorism I'm summarizing it as isn't meant to be theatrical. It's the best way to put it together that they're attacking from every angle for human rights violations, and it's been ongoing since I was a patient of a hospital and my parents were awarded sovereignty of my life by the courts. They work together to have different angles, then they misinform the community with different angles, and they were assisted by a third person, Tim Donovan, who was a traumatic brain injury contractor, living in Peterborough where I bought my property and had known a lot about my business development. So between Roger, Lynn, and Tim, they knew how to tactically misinform all avenues around my life outside of the courts, misinformed as they extracted funding from Department of Health and Human Services, all of it factually by the cover through Monadnock Developmental Services, misusing my identity and case management status as leverage to keep misinforming Department of Health and Human Services as an accessory to these people that had set up the identity theft and the endless robbery after stealing home insurance settlements, bank accounts in my name. They've stolen my life. So I'm a slave. Essentially, I'm a slave that's breaking out of captivity after having my life destroyed. They failed to torture me to death, so they're trying to drive me insane publicly, is a way to put it together for the public. Every day I'm going to continue doing documentary entries because they're documenting every day how they're attacking, because they're maintaining the banking fraud. They're maintaining unlawful rulings. They're maintaining blocking me from having things properly adjudicated. They're maintaining human rights violations. And law enforcement is being directed to protect them with the way that they're misusing the courts. All they're doing is paying attorneys to file paperwork, and they sit back and play innocent ignorance as they torture people to death this way. Being Roger LeCompte, Lynn Howard, Tim Donovan, and their associates in my personal experience. They attacked me, attempting to kill. I survived. They drove my daughter Hannah to insanity and death after stealing our home, destroying our lives, and her brothers that survived this are still being tormented by the same psychological deception. The same destruction of our lives is maintained unlawfully by the same people paying attorneys to misuse the courts. All protected by the same unlawful rulings acquired with medical fraud since the patient of a hospital. The amount of pain I understand isn't supposed to be possible to endure. It doesn't mean that I like it. I'm just in shock and awe every day that I'm able to survive this, to continue healing through it, and to throw together word salads and articulate a story that's so unfucking believable that I can't help but get angry and drop F-bombs.